2020.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today's video we are going to be showcasing the new Flybywire a320nx. Well, it's not very new, but it's the developer's version, so basically everything that's I'm going to show today will be what's being developed now, currently by everyone that's making this aircraft. So there's already a version out, but that's the version where it's not got as much parts to it as what this one does. So I will put a link to the Flybywire website when we are finished on the stream. It will be down in the description. If you do like my content, today's content will be consisting of tutorials, showcasing like we are today, and also doing just flight videos. So I hope you enjoy. If you do enjoy my content, please like that, press the like button and smash the subscribe button as well. Right, let's get straight into it. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do first is, before we start the aircraft up, we are doing a test flight today, so we're going from Manchester to Alicante and back to Manchester. Okay, so what the new features of this aircraft are the new Navitab, which I'm very excited to show you guys. So this tablet will consist of different flight plans and things like that you can put on. Obviously it's not as developed yet, so it does turn on and it has a few screens, but a lot of it is inoperative, so yeah, that won't work fully yet. Also we have the new printer function, which I will show you. So you can print out the ATIS, or you can print out the meta, the weather systems, things like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start up the batteries, and we're going to take a look at this Navitab. Also we're going to need exterior power as well, so we've got some ground power in there for us. Right. Okay, so here's the Navitab, just starting it up now. Wow, right, okay, so this is what the Navitab looks like. I'm just going to turn down the audio in the aircraft. Obviously it's a bit loud. Yeah, also the new audio, the aircraft does have new audio in the aircraft, and it is absolutely fabulous. It's to match the A320neo sounds for real life. So what we're going to do is start off with having a look. So here we are in the UK. Obviously today it's showing us in the right place, as when I checked yesterday it was showing us somewhere else. So here we are, Manchester Airport. Is the airport for you. Obviously it's showing us on the runway, but we are not, so that's obviously in development still of exact location. So you have where it says today's flight. You can import a flight from SimBrief or the MCDU, so that's up to you what you want to do. And how you do it with the SimBrief is you go over to company, and then I will it's gonna have a little bit problems when doing the typing, obviously, because you've got some buttons switched to different parts. So there we go. Right, okay, so once you put the username in, you just go back to dashboard, and then what I need to do now is save this flight plan from SimBrief, which I will do now. Go to the top. Right, save. Right, save flight. Okay, and then we'll generate it. Yep, so we're generating the flight plan. Just give us a second. Welcome on board, everyone. Welcome on board. Hope you're alright. So, later during the flight, can you show the map? Yeah, of course. Definitely I will do. Definitely. will show the map. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we're just waiting for the sim brief to generate the flight plan, which it should be done now. Yeah, so let's try from sim brief. There we go. There's our flight plan for today. So we're going from EGCC, which is Manchester, to LEAL, which is Alicante. Obviously it's showing what the times are. It shows all of the locations that we need to pass. The flight plan, unfortunately the flight plan doesn't show up on the map yet, but it will do very soon, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so that's your sim brief, or you can do it for your MCDU, but now we're going to just use the sim brief. It's showing the weather different, the wind, so pretty much you've got the meta here, the meta, and everything, which we will obviously print out as well through the aircraft. Dispatch just shows you all about the aircraft, so about the model, the A320, obviously A320N for Neo, which Neo stands for, if you didn't know, it's new engine option. So that's what Neo stands for, if you've always been wondering. The engines showing the CFM, range, all that stuff. So you can have a look at what we will be putting in today on today's flight. The load sheet, I'm pretty sure the load sheet just talks about all the different stuff that you have on the aircraft. So it's a bit like a sheet that you have to sign before flying. Your fuel is obviously in-op at the minute, so it's inoperative, which will be obviously sent back soon to a normal thing, so it'll be showing the fuel. Payload is also inoperative, but I'm sure it will show when it actually comes out for the normal version. It'll be not inoperative. Okay, flight, that's also inoperative, so I'm guessing that'll be some sort of map, or so it'd be probably this map, maybe there, or it could be about the different, or about your passengers, things like that. Don't know yet, but we will find out. Performance is also inoperative. Maybe I'm not sure what that would be, but I'm guessing it might be sort of how the aircraft's taking, like the weight and everything like that. Company, obviously that's a sim brief thing. I'm sure that'll have more options very soon, and you can also have the ground. So pretty much you can connect your jetway, baggage, fuel and catering from here, but obviously it's not functional yet, so once I click on it, it doesn't exactly work. As you can see, the jetway is not coming yet, baggage isn't. So when this does fully come out, then I'm hoping maybe it will do you sort of things that you need to do on the ground, so you have it easier access than to contact through the ATC. But obviously it will do the contacting for you through the ATC as well, I'm guessing. You also have the pushback. So pushback option is pretty much the same as the ATC, but pretty much you just visual. So you can pretty much just tell them where you want to go, tell them when to stop. So that's pretty much your ground. Obviously you got a bit of a map of the aircraft, all the rows of seats and everywhere where all the different compartments and everything. So that's pretty much that part. The settings right now are inoperative. So meaning obviously that you can't see it yet, but I'm sure they will add more settings when it comes to it. Right, so that is the Navi tab. Yeah, so I'm really excited for this to come out. I'm sure when you guys want to try and get the A320nx, if you do have Microsoft Flight Simulator, then I would really suggest you get it. The developers edition will be on the fly-by-wire part. It's just I'm here to showcase it to you, just so you know what you're getting into. Obviously, what happens with the developers edition is sometimes it doesn't exactly work, just please bear in mind that this is the developers, so it means that it's not been fully functioned yet, so just bear in mind that. Right, okay, so enough talking about the Navi tab. Now let's get into the printing function. So on the FMC, we've got quite a lot. So you've got everything like here now. So also, yeah, we'll do the printing function first, and then we'll do the sim brief request when getting into the actual flight. So right now we're going to ask for the meta, which is the weather. So we're going to send it, and what you've got to do is wait for the company message. We're going to put some little lights on in here. What we're going to do to save some FPS, we're going to just turn off them panels there. Okay, there we are, company message. So then you go back to the AOC menu, received messages, go to the meta, or the newest thing that's up there, and then you press print, and it should come out now. There we are, look at that. Wow. So we are printing now the meta. It looks like nothing's coming out on the sheet, so obviously it's in development again, so we will have to so I'll have to message about that, but you can collect the paper, so you just click on it and it will move it to a place that you can easily see it there, which will be just above the throttle. You can also discard the paper by just going down to the bottom bit, and then it discards it. Okay, so you do that with the weather, and then you can also do it with the ATIS. So format for printer, send, and then we'll wait for the company message, and then the same thing will come through, and then we can obviously print off the ATIS. From personal view, this aircraft is absolutely amazing. It is getting better by the day, by the amazing developers over at Flybywire. Flybywire is pretty much a community-based thing, so you have to join the Discord to get involved, which is what I did. I personally messaged on Instagram and was like, yeah, you want to join the Discord, do that, and then we can get you as a content creator, which is what I am now, so very happy about that. So I am able to now showcase to you about the Flybywire, and obviously keep you all updated on what's going on with it, and everything like that. So welcome to the stream, how are you doing today? Today we're obviously flying on the a320nx, that's the fly-by-wire version, and we're showcasing the newest part, which obviously show you the Navi tab. If you look back on the video, it will be there. Okay, so carrying on, before we've got the company message now, so then you go back to the AOC menu, and then received, and then ATIS should be the top option, and then print. So then you print it and it comes through here. Let's just check if the words come out on this one, because the last one didn't. So that's what I'll have to get in contact with the people that developed this aircraft to tell them about that. Brilliant. Right, okay, so yeah, so you collect the paper, goes to there, so you're easier viewing it, and then you can discard it if you need to. Okay, so now what we've got now is the option to import SimBrief. So we'll go back to the MCDU, ATSU, AOC menu, and then what you're going to do is go for init /press, and then you go to init data request. Obviously, your SimBrief, what I'll do is to connect it, you've got to go to, if I'm right, you've got to go to MCDU options, and then I think it's AOC. Yeah, AOC, sim brief, and then you put in your username or your user ID for your sim brief. Obviously, sim brief is just a Google thing, so you can use sim brief just on Google. And then you put in your flight plan, save it, and then you will make it into the actual flight plan so that you'll like you file it into your flights, and then it'll come through onto the simulator no matter what, because you've put your username or your user ID in. So that's pretty much the FMC for you for printing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, so we've got our batteries running, we've got our exterior power running, so we're gonna go through a cockpit preparation checklist. So we've got battery on, power on, exterior power, nav lights can come on. Oh, it seems that they're already on. Right, we're gonna have to turn these guys off. I'm not sure why they've come off. Oh, I understand. Right. Okay, that's because I when you're typing on the new Navi tab on company, when you type, it starts doing the functions that you have on the aircraft already. So obviously just got to be careful with that. If you haven't seen the Navi tab and you're new to the stream now, yeah, this is what it looks like. You go quickly through it. So here's all your cheat, fuel, payload, obviously inoperative because it's still in development. Inoperative on the flight, performance also inoperative. Company, that's where you put your username in for SimBrief to then put it in on here. You can also use your MCDU and you'll just click on there, which is this thing here. So you'll just put in your flight plan and then you'll put it on there. Okay, company, yeah. And then you've got ground. Hopefully these options will be not inoperative in the future coming. Basically you can request for these to come just from the Navi tab. You can also request your pushback, so pretty much just like the ATC but just a lot easier. Settings are inoperative, but that's okay because obviously it's still in development. And they're doing really good job by they're fixing on it every single day. As you can see when I'm on the Discord, different updates every day, which is great. Okay, so back to the MCDU. So what we've done is we've gone to the ATSU AOC menu, init press, and we've done our data request. So yeah, we've put it in there. But now what we need to do is go to init and then init request, which is where we will it'll start linking everything from SimBrief, and there we go. Okay, right, so now what we're going to do is, so we're going to turn on our nav lights back to the checklist. Nav lights and logo. Engine master, we've got to check that it's set to normal, which it is. That's brilliant. Landing gear lever needs to be down. That's great, because in real life, I'm not sure if it does it in the sim, if you do go to turn on all the power, everything, and the landing gear is up, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem and you're just gonna flop onto the ground. You're gonna be on the ground, no landing gear, and that's £1 million worth. Okay, so landing gears down. Engine master, make sure they are off, which they are. Your parking brake can be off at this point, so we can turn that off. Make sure we don't roll, which we're not, which is great. Flaps are set to 0 at this point, which they are. Speed brake isn't set yet, just because it won't work yet. So and the throttle levers, just make sure it goes up and back down and it's on idle. Okay, so radios will be coming on at this point, but when you're in the simulator it will already have the radios on, so which is great. Okay, so now we need to do an ECAM recall. So these are your ECAMs here. Then you go down to this and press recall. Right. Yeah. So you recall. So there we go. Anti-skid is to be on at this point, which it is. It should automatically be on in this flight. Flight directors right here. Turn them on. You need to turn both on because they don't come on at the same time, unfortunately. Emergency lights. Then you'll set them, which is here, to set it to arm. And then your no smoking signs need to come on. Set that to on. Okay. Fuel pumps need to come on then at this point. So here we are. Fuel pumps. Look at that. The sounds have definitely improved. They've definitely changed them sounds, which is brilliant. And now we can set our adheres to nav. Which then, after we set our adheres to nav, which are here, then you go back to MCDU or your FMC, and you go to IRS init on your init page. Okay, align on ref, that's what you do, and then you confirm the align, and it should say IRS align, IR in align in 2 minutes, or however, I've got it on quite fast instead of realistic. Obviously, you can change that setting in the MCDU or the FMJC, what you want to call it. Okay, so we've set pretty much everything now for the cockpit preparation, and now we're going to do our before start. So usually after you've done the cockpit prep, you would go down and outside and have a look around the aircraft and make sure that everything is okay and it's good before you start the engines, just in case that you've got anything inside the engines. Make sure that they're spinning nice and smoothly, and there you go. Okay, so before the start, we've got to make sure our doors are closed, so we go to the door page, which they are. So it'll automatically go to the door page. Now we can turn on the APU. So we'll start with the master, start, and then APU bleed. Okay, so then we'll let that go as it will open the flap, and now it will start the APU. This is realistic time, so it will take about 2 minutes maybe, something like that. We are hoping to get out of here very soon, so in about get out of this airport about 1:30, so we'll be on flight. Okay, right, and we are right on time. It's 18 minutes past 18 minutes past 1 for UK time, and we are in the UK, so that's good. Okay, so APU bleed is going on. So once you have bled the APU, so when that gets to 100, that's when you know the APU will be bled, and it will switch back to another screen, and you'll hear this noise to come on. There we go, back to the doors page. Okay, so now we can turn off our exterior power, which is up here, which we turned on before. Now we can turn off on our crew supply. Cabin signs can both come on now, so we'll turn on the seatbelt signs. Also, we will tell the cabin that we are ready. Beacon lights can now come on. Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is start the engines. So, what we've got to do now is put our parking brake on. And now we'll set our engine mode selector to crank, and then turn on engine 2. There we go, engine is coming on now. We'll start our engine 2 just a little bit after, just to save some more time. Obviously that's not really realistic as what they would do in the flight. So you can hear now the sounds for the engine have definitely changed, which are absolutely brilliant. Sound very nice. Okay. Right. Beautiful sound. Right, okay. We will go to our other view, which is this one. A lot of, as you could probably tell, when you're on an aircraft like this, definitely a passenger plane, the A320 will obviously be much more quieter at the back and a lot more louder at the front. So it's probably better to get a back seat when you're on the A320 especially. But unfortunately for the pilots, they've got to deal with the very loud noise at the front. And so unfortunately for some passengers too, but you can't really change that. Right, so as our engines are starting, which they have, which is brilliant, they're just going up. This should get about to these numbers should get about to 105, so just keep watching for that. Right. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we can select our engine mode selector back to normal, which is now on 105. Yeah. Okay, engine mode selector can go back to normal. Okay, after start we are gonna turn our engine bleed, APU bleed, sorry, off, which we can now. And then now we can turn our APU master off. The start button will also be off already. We'll turn on our wing lights. Ground spoilers can be set now, so all you need to do is pull that up. There we go. Our flight controls, so we'll go back to flight controls. So on our MCDU there, sorry, our ECAM page, you can see when I start moving the throttle and everything like that, you'll see the difference. Okay, so we're gonna do the checks now. So okay, full left, full right, neutral, and now we'll go full up, full down, and neutral. Okay, now rudders, we'll go full left, full right. Hello Alex, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are just setting up our aircraft just before we go to Alicante. Wow, I'm really glad that you're from California. Wow, it's a really nice place, California. I haven't been there personally, but it does look great. We are currently in England now, so we are in Manchester. If you've ever heard of it, it's international airport. Okay, so now we have done our checks for our avionics. Sorry, our hydraulics. Now we can do our flaps set to 1, which is right here, and then you just move that to the 1 position. Okay, right, ECAM door page. Now we go back to the ECAM door page, check that all the doors are closed, everything is pressured and everything like that. So there you go. Make sure that everything's sealed, which the cabin crew will have done, and all the ground stewards. Okay, so now we're going to turn on our landing lights and taxi lights. Well, we're not going to turn on our landing lights, but we're just going to turn them to the off position. Turn our strobe to auto. So now we've got our taxi lights. So now we're going to request our pushback, which we will do now. Request pushback. Obviously, if you wanted to push back, then you could use this, but obviously it's still in development, so we can't yet. As I said before, really great add-on to this aircraft. Honestly, I'm really glad the developers are doing this. So good to see. Some also great news for those who want to see the A380. Fly-by-wire is currently in development of the A380, so I'm sure you'll be happy to know we will be definitely making videos on that when it comes out. Okay, so now we've got to wait. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you when we're moving, so you've got to make sure that when you start moving, press the parking brakes, make sure it comes off. Okay. Right, so we are just pushing back now. And when we get pushed back, then we will do our taxi checklist. So how are you doing, JDM Alex? Oh, sorry, Alex. How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you doing well? Doing well? Let's get some a little view of the cabin there, just for when we get the edited of the video, then we can get some cabin crew in the back. Right. Now we're going to stop the pushback because we are we are back enough to stay where we are and start moving. So, oh great, glad to know that you're doing alright. Hopefully everything's all well your end with COVID situation. Make sure you're staying towards the guidelines. Just had a rough night. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, I've got my Instagram. If you want to talk anytime, please let us know. It's cap.tainUKYT, which I think you're already following, which is great. Yeah, I'm here to talk to any of you if you need any talks, inspiration, or anything. Please let us know. Okay, so now we can release the parking brake. We have our taxi light on. As you can see, the light at the front. So we're going to release the parking brake and we're going to start just a little turn towards the taxiway. What we need to do first before, actually we have missed out, back to clearance. What we're going to do is request our clearance first and then request taxi. Okay, now flight plan. GCC, departure, and 23 left. Departing from 23 left. Insert. And we now have that in our flight plan, so it should go to there. Brilliant, right. Okay, so on your squawk code should be over here. 6475. Oh. 6475. There we go. Okay, so when you set that to all TARA tilts above. There we go. Right. Well, let's request taxi. Then we will get our directions towards the runway. Great. Right, so we just had our clearance. Right, let's get going. Okay, so now we'll release the parking brake again, and let's go. The reason you keep your parking brake on is because when you've got your engine started, your plane will tend to want to move forward a little bit once when you've got them started. So, okay, let's make our little turn. We haven't got our auto brakes on yet. Right, so now we've turned towards our taxiway. We'll just do a brake pedal check. Pedal is pressed. Okay, everything's normal. Okay, now we can set our auto brake to max for when we're taxiing now. Takeoff data will be put in 1 minute. So. Okay. Hello there, welcome to the stream. See, I've got 2 viewers now. It's really great. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We are flying now to Alicante from Manchester. If you watched the video back, we've just gone through all our checklists and everything, which we are going full flight today. And I am showing off the new parts to the Flybywire sim A320. Just to let you know, it's not fully out yet, this version, but it will be very soon. I'm pretty sure they're just currently in development. So luckily, I get to showcase this to you, so you get an early preview of what's going on. I did put a request out to ask about the cabin crew announcements for this aircraft, and I got a reply back saying that one of the developers is working on it, so they are definitely trying to put some cabin crew in the back and some noises for us. Okay. ATC as well, maybe, I'm not sure. They did it on, I remember on FSX, it's what I used to fly on. Their A320 and 21s had ATC in the background, just as a little bit of a noise. But I'm sure you can turn that off. So now we're coming to the runway, we can do a little turn. We are using the fly-by-wire livery today, just because obviously Fly-by-Wire's product, amazing company, definitely support those guys. Definitely amazing aircraft. Cannot wait for the A380 to come out, that they are currently developing. I'm not sure when about to come out, but I'm guessing it'll be later this year or earlier next year, possibly. There's not been confirmed dates, but I'm definitely sure they are working on it. Right. Okay, so now we'll stop the aircraft here, just at the stop part for the runway. And now what we're going to do is contact tower. So what we want to do before that is go to Perth, which is where we find out our takeoff information. So we'll go to 125 for V1. V rotate will be 130. And 145 for V2, which is when we'll put our landing gear up. Okay. Right, now let's tune for IFR clearance. There we can go to the next phase, and where is the take off to 23 left. There we go. Okay, so now we have our clearance for takeoff. We can now release the parking brake. Everything's set. Now we're going to turn on our takeoff lights and put on our landing lights, just for the extra light that we need. Give it a little bit of power just so we start moving again. Right. So how are we doing today for this viewer? Let me know of who you are. I wanna know. Really excited that you're here today. This is my special stream for our 100 subscribers, which I am so happy for. I'm so glad for you guys that I have reached 100 subscribers. Hopefully we are going to reach, hopefully, 500 this year. I can see it happening. We're gaining about 8 subscribers a day, and that is so much to me, which I'm really glad for. So we're going to set that to 6,000. Autopilot, luckily in the A320, we just press it in one button. So okay, here we go. Bit of a window view there. You got specks of rain coming over the windows there. Looks pretty cool. Right. Oh. Wind's taking us a little bit today. That's why we're heading towards the end of the runway. Okay. B1. Rotate. Wow. Okay, we've got a bit of wind today. Just because of the weather. Right. Right, so we are currently climbing to 24,000 feet. Once we get there, I'll turn the seatbelt signs off. People can have a bit of a walk around, so can I. Yeah, no, I'll be back. Right, so just a quick talk about the Navi tab if you haven't seen it already. Oh, 220. Okay. Right, so back to the Navi tab. So I have imported my SimBrief plan onto there just by going towards company and typing in my username for SimBrief, and then putting in the flight. If you wanna use my flight plans, you can definitely just type in my username, but please do let me know before you use them, just so I know to change it back to where it is. If you're not sure on how to use SimBrief, I'll sort it out for you, and then you just have to put in the username. But yeah, do message me on Instagram. The Insta will be on the description. I'll put that in now actually. obviously for the link to Discord, it will have to be after the stream. I just need to go and get that. Okay. YT. Okay, now it should come up on the description. There we go. Successfully updated. So now my description is there. If you do want to use my flight plan, please do message me before you do use it. Just so I know. Okay. Right. So yeah, back to the Navi tab. So basically, you can import from SimBrief using your company. Put your SimBrief username in, and then click from SimBrief here, or you can put your flight in your MCDU, which is here. You go to init, put your flight in there. Using the ICAO codes. Oh look, runway there. And there is then you link the MCDU and it will come up with this information. But for SimBrief, you fill out all out on SimBrief, and then you save the flight plan, and then you will put it into the game. I'm not sure how you do that. I'll have to remember how to. I said it at the start of the video when I was right on it, so do have a look back if you want. So yeah, so I imported from SimBrief, and then it all came up with all this information. This is all like the weather, this is all the meta service and everything like that. All the ATIS there. And also for this ATIS as well, and meta, and it also says about okay, so we plan to take off at 1:30 and get there for 4:20. We will also be flying back as well, so it's about, yeah, quite a while flight. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe, please. We are trying to make it to 110 today, which is hopefully our gaining of subscribers for every day. We want to get to one of the 10s every single day, which hopefully we'll get there. And by the end of this year, what I calculated, 329 days left. Times that by 10 subscribers a day, that would be about 3,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if that does happen, I'm very happy about that. Even if we get to 1,000, so happy about 1,000 subscribers. 500 maybe this year, 500. I'm not too bothered on what I get, but it's down to you guys to get me to one of those. Just because I'm gonna keep this going all the way to every single day of the year, and yeah, maybe some Sundays I might miss out, which I was going to tell you about. Now, maintain flight level 240, which we will do now. Yeah, so I'm thinking about maybe missing out Sundays, just because, you know, family time, got a family to look to, and make sure that they're all doing fine. So yeah, but I'm glad you all can make it. I've gained loads of viewers every single day. At least one of you are coming on every day, which is absolutely brilliant, and I'm so glad of it. Yeah, I'm glad you love my streams. Really glad that you can come on, watch them and everything like that, so thank you everyone. Okay, so we are on our climb to 24,000 now, almost there. 167 nautical miles till we get to Ven. I'm not sure how you exactly pronounce that. I think I did pronounce that right. But that's one of our waypoints, so you don't really need to worry about that anyway. Just whilst we're climbing, we can go to a quick wind view. quick wing view, have a look at how our aircraft is doing on the side. Ice won't go, for some reason Microsoft Flight Sim, the ice does stay. Unfortunately they don't have a de-icing like catering sort of thing at the other airports when you get to there. That would be very cool. So if you're watching, the developers of Microsoft Flight Sim, please do add a de-icing system. That would be absolutely amazing. Obviously they have got it in the aircraft, but de-icing system for the when you're on the ground, that would be amazing. Right, let's go back to cockpit. Okay, so we are looking good. Getting up to 24,000 feet now. We will start to alert the cabin and just let them know that we are ready to take the seatbelt signs off. Right, so we are almost there, just another 60 feet to go, and we will be there. So we don't exactly have to wait for that to happen, just because when it starts leveling off the aircraft when you get really close anyway, so we can turn off the seatbelt signs off now. I will be back with you as soon as I can. Obviously I'm just going to take a bit of a break for about half an hour or two, half an hour, so yeah, I'll be right back with you. I will talk in the chat if you need me. I'll have the stream on my phone with me whilst I'm gone, so yeah, if you want to know what I do in my free time whilst flying, that's yeah, I don't exactly stay on the flight, which I should, but so when you're flying for a very long time, it does come a bit of a struggle to not go when you're in your own home. So yeah, yeah, I'll be right back with you guys. Let's turn off our seatbelt signs. There we go, seatbelt signs have come off, and now what we're gonna do is put some Spotify on. We have an 8-hour long playlist for you guys. Obviously it won't last 8 hours, maybe it will. This flight, I'm not sure how long we're gonna definitely last. I think it might be 5 hours in total, because we're going there and then we're going back, so hopefully we might get into the night, maybe, or depending, because it is, you know, pretty dark nights. So 5 hours from now, that's probably about that's gonna be about 6-7 o'clock, so yeah. Alright, okay, let's get this Spotify on. Here we are. Let's turn that up, and now we'll put that on. Alright, I will see you in half an hour or maybe an hour. I will let you know in the chat. Alright, have a good flight. I'm going to put some wing views on for you guys, and I will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am back now on the mic, so we will be starting our descent very closely now. I am putting the seatbelt signs back on, and we're going to start our descent now. We're going to go to about 12,000 feet. We requested decrease in our altitude, so we are at, take 10,000 feet off. Yeah, I have got my co-pilot to take off the to do the ATC for me, so. Right, we're gonna go to 14,000 feet now. Let's we'll decrease our vertical speed only because for some reason it's not working. So now we're going down. Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've just been given our approach vectors, so we will go on here. So on the FMGC, the MCDU, you've got to go on to your flight plan, and you go to your arrival, and then go to runway 28. Oh, that looks different. Hold on. Oh, never mind, it's right there. Right, I'm gonna have to go via VOR DME runway 28 approach. There we are. Okay. Right. Feet. We're just 300 feet below. Although it does say the problem with Microsoft with this aircraft. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. For some weird reason, it does this thing where it always says like you're 300 feet below your altitude when you set it to 14,000 feet when it says 14,000 feet. Don't know why it does that, but I think that's something I need to fix. I might try and get in contact with someone about that. I'm putting it on a community maybe. Or maybe you guys could do it if you see the same thing. Yeah, definitely do put it on. Welcome back to the stream if you're coming on. Yeah, we should be landing in about 10 minutes, so we need to speed up a little bit. Just realised. Right. Right, there we go. Take it off the ecam door page. Now we just need to alert the cabin. We're 10 minutes away. yeah, so we're just gonna go through the clouds in a minute. Once we get our once we're told to go down to 14,000 feet. Sorry, below 14,000 feet, we'll definitely go down now. I'm gonna turn down our Spotify music, just a little bit there, just so we can talk. I will put back on the map now for you. There it is. Right, so we're so close now. It looks like we are 82 nautical miles away, which isn't that far. About 5 minutes away, maybe. If we keep going at this speed, we definitely will get there. Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back if you've already been on. Right, so we are see, this is what it does, unfortunately. I don't know why it does this. Hello, welcome aboard, welcome aboard. We're really close to landing now, so don't worry about it. Won't keep you waiting any longer. Very close. We will be flying back to Manchester probably about half an hour after. So after we've landed, so yeah, we will be coming back. So yeah, like I say, it's one way there, one way back. So. Sure. Whilst for the new feature, we're gonna try now getting the what's it called? Getting the meta, the menu, the weather for us on the printer. We'll have a look at that now. See if it works. If it doesn't, that's absolutely fine. It's still in development. Just remember, this aircraft it isn't really made up to its proper standards yet, so it's alright if things don't work. It's still being development. So okay, we've got the company message. We can go to received messages. So we tried it before, and yeah, we are gonna print this data, see if it comes through. Hey, I see some writing. Looks like we've got some through. Oh. There we go. Okay, so there's our weather data. Okay, so now it's printed. We move it over here and we can have a look. Okay, so it looks like the weather's not too bad. Well, looking from it as well, looks quite alright. Right, really close now, so we can decrease our speed a little bit now, down to about 200 knots. So let's do that. Alright. Is that runway 28? Where is that runway 20? Let's have a look. That's runway 10. So that's runway 28. Brilliant. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to turn the map off in a few minutes. Just because when we're coming into land, obviously it's going to take a big effect on the FPS when you have the map out. So yeah, and we're getting quite we've passed a little bit of the time, but again, that's just estimated. but it's kind of almost bang on because we are so close to landing now. Basically, what we've got to do is just circle the airport, and then we should be in then. Yeah, so now we're just waiting for clearance to go down to a lower altitude, and then we should be good. Welcome to the stream, or welcome back to the stream if you've already been on. Yeah, almost landing now. As you've probably seen in the title, I don't know if you've already been on, but if you've seen the title, we are flying there and back. So we're just approaching Alicante now, and we will be flying back to Manchester half an hour after we've landed. So yeah, well, after we've shut down the aircraft. It's like our runway is like straight ahead of us, but we need to go round. So we'll have a look. How nice that looks, the aircraft. Very nice. Oh yeah, there's Alicante Airport. So what we need to do, we're just going to do a little circle, as it's shown there. We're going to do a little circle, and then come right in. There we go. 2,100 feet it is. Oh. 2,100. Oh, we can take that right down. It's 1,000. Right, okay, I'm going to turn off the map, just because, you know, frames per second will go down when it's on. As you probably see, the difference now is quite alright. Right, we're going to push that vertical speed right down, so we can drop down a lot faster than we are. Oh wow, okay. God, I'd love to go to Alicante. Maybe one year, maybe next year, never know. I think we're going to one of the Canary Islands next year, I think, for a holiday. Hopefully. Very nice Canary Islands. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what the flight plan's doing. Right, okay, I see what it's doing. We're gonna just fly on. Fortunately, it does this thing where it says about user. I don't know why it does it, but yeah. So whilst we're turning as well, we're also going down, so it's pretty hard for the aircraft to turn just a little bit. But yeah, almost there. Okay, our flaps on our landing gear is coming down. Make sure that speed brake lever is armed. I'm going to turn down that just because we are slowing down, don't worry about that. Right. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. We're just going to be flying in now, so yeah. Have a window view, have a quick look. Very nice. Let's have a look at the other side. I think we just see the sea. Yeah, there you go. Looks pretty patronizing. Right. Hopefully we're turning now. Yeah, we are. Brilliant. Right. We're gonna have to turn on our landing lights. We have our landing gear down, so we'll put our taxi lights on just for when we land. Strobe lights are fully on. Cabin signs are on. Alert the cabin that we are going to be landing. Okay, I see the runway now. Alright, so I have control. Just gonna do a little bit of a turn, and then we'll turn in. So yeah, I disconnected the autopilot with there's a button on the side stick that you press, and that just turns the autopilot off. If you're here, I'm glad that you've come to the stream. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. Do make some videos like this and a lot of introductions to many aircraft and everything. So yeah, thank you for joining. Right, and here comes the landing. Okay, we'll set up our camera view for that, just for the pilot view. Landing, there we are. Just so we can see the PAPI lights, which are right there. So we need to get 2 red and 2 white. So we're on 3 white, 1 red at the minute. So yeah, now we're on 2 red, 2 white, which is good. So we'll carry on going at this descent rate. If it goes below, we'll just climb a little bit. Yeah, so it's gone down. It's gone down by 1, so just climb a little bit. Or we just flare a little bit. Alright, there we go. And now there's the 2 red, 2 white. There's 1 red. I'll pull up a little bit. Keeping our altitude just whilst we get over the runway. Once we're there, we'll drop down. There we are. Oh, it's like we're hitting a little bit of lag just because we've never been to this airport before in the sim. It's just loading all the new graphics and everything. So there we are. Okay. And we're down. Oh, welcome to Alicante, everyone. Wow. It's a little bit of a struggle on the runway there. It looks like the runway textures are just a little bit off. I might have to fix that in the settings. I'll try and sort that out for you before we do our next flight. Okay. Our reverse thrusters have come off. Now we can turn our auto brakes on. Take our speed brake off. And we need to taxi now. Okay, now we're just going to reduce the flaps now back to 0. Yeah, I know it's a bit laggy. I'm sorry about that. It's just because when it loads in new scenery, it's because the whole world, if it loaded the whole world in at one time, then it'd be quite a lot to take onto the PC. So it just does it when you get close to the airport, and then once you've been there, then it saves for you. So then you won't have lag again. So hopefully if we go here again, then it won't do what it's just done. Yeah, so when we go back to Manchester, you won't see, I don't think you'll see this type of lag when you land, because obviously I flew out of there and been there quite a lot. So yeah, welcome to the stream, by the way, if you've come on. Obviously just had a decent landing, so we are now in Alicante. We're just going to shut down the aircraft once we got to the gate. Okay, we're going to contact the ground just whilst we're here. Just got to stop a second. We'll taxi to parking. I'm hoping Alicante has gates. Okay. Okay, we're going to general aviation at the minute. I'm not sure why there's no gates coming up, but I'm sure there will be somewhere. Hopefully for the flight back, because we do need ground power, and that's where they prioritise ground power units for. Yeah, I know it's you. I know it's you. I know it's you, Tom. Don't worry. Now, if you ask me, that is a... What is that? Is that ATC? Wow. That is pretty weird. It's a weird looking building. Yeah, it looks like our textures aren't loading in quite a bit, so yeah. Yeah, look at them. Might need to sort that out. Right. Well, that's alright. If it looks good to your thumbnails, dude, put it on. Okay, parking brakes on. And we now turn our engines off. Turn these lights off first. Turn our wing lights off, beacon lights off, and every single light off. We now turn our de-icing systems off. I can alert the cabin that we are ready to deboard in a minute. Right. Well, welcome to Alicante, everyone. Very nice place in real life. I believe it looks very nice. A lot of countries do look really nice as well, so yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this flight. We will be flying to Manchester in about half an hour. I will keep this stream going, so you can ask questions if you want, and then when I get back on the stream in about half an hour, I will answer them for you. So then if you don't come back on after, then you can just watch the stream back. Yeah, so right, well, thank you everyone. I'll see you in a bit.
A few moments later.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Just been from a break. We are getting ready to set off back to Manchester now. Obviously it's going to be a very long flight. So we are aiming to get to 110 subscribers during this video. So please, if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe. Be really appreciated. Obviously you probably won't be coming on yet. It'll be about 10 past that you are, which is about in 1 minute, so hopefully some of you come back on. But for those who are watching after, yeah, please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do a lot of intros, not intros, sorry, I do a lot of videos on like showing aircraft, and I do flight on demand, so that means like I'll take your requests of where I should fly to, and then obviously I do it. So we are this was on request as well from one of the family members, so yeah, so hopefully some of you guys can message me on the Instagram. That'll my Instagram is down below in the chat, in the description. So yeah, please do come and follow my Instagram, and then you can see what types of things that I do on my channel. Right, so now it's 10 past, so we will get straight into this flight. So I'm not going to try and waste any time, because obviously it's going to be a very long flight. So I'm just going to pull up my checklist, which I've got a book. Right, okay, so I'm going to do start off with putting the batteries on. Exterior parking go on. Now we go to the nav lights. Nav lights are on. Engine masters. Wow. Looks like we're getting a bit of a lag. Set to normal. Engine mode selectors are sorry, engine masters are set off. Engine mode selectors are set normal. Landing gear lever is down. We can turn these brightness up a little bit of the lights. Because when we get back to Manchester, it might be dark. So, well, it will be dark. So this is pretty much your night flight as well. So, I hope you enjoy this part of the flight. Right. So, we've checked that our landing gear lever is down. We can turn parking brake off right now. Oh, we've got no engines running or anything. Flaps need to be set to 0, which they are. And now we can set the speed brake to, well, make sure that's on 0, and it's all the way back, not set. Thrust, so our throttles, we've got to make sure, push it up and push it back down, set to normal, so it's set to idle now. Radios are on. We can do an ECAM recall now. So ECAMs, turn the brightness up a little bit of them. Well, I'll turn it all the way up, because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna switch on some floodlights just a little bit. Sorry, I've got a cat here, so it's a bit. If you hear some noises in the background, it's just my cat. Yeah, so we've done that. Radios are on. ECAM is recalled. Anti-skid is on. Emergency lights are going to set to armed, and they are now. No smoking signs can come on, which they are. Fuel pumps can now come on. Fuel pumps are on. ADIRS can now be set to nav, and we will then fill in our flight plan. I have just done a sim brief. I need to just check that it's gone through. Yeah. Okay, so our sim brief has gone through. We are going to fly a little bit of a different route back. It's pretty much the same, but it's just very a bit more windy, and yeah. So we're just checking. We're gonna have quite a while in the air today. So we'll find out when we get on onto our Navi tab. So we're gonna turn that on. It's lagging just a little bit, just due to, I don't know. I think I've bumped up the scenery settings, so that's probably why. Right, okay, so make sure that's on there. Yeah. Okay, from sim brief. There we go, LEAL to EGCC. There we go. So we should get there about when what's it called, 2030. Yeah, as it's showing there. Sorry, I'm just trying to work the flight time out. And it's right there. Right. So yeah. Okay, so we're going through this load sheet, showing payload fuel, planned fuel, all our flight plan there. Ground doesn't show anything. Right, okay. Yeah, so we've done that. Now what we're gonna do is put in our flight plan into our MCDU. Okay, so now we go to AOC menu after going on MCDU menu. Go to init press. Now we need to do init data request, which we do now, and there we go. It's come right through. Okay, now we need to go to init and go init request. Now we can start our other check. Okay, so close the doors are closed by the APU. Now go to the APU, and we're gonna press master, start, APU bleed. We're gonna turn on our engine heat, anti-ice, and our wing anti-ice. We're gonna put some our probe heat on the window on. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is wait for the APU to bleed. Once that number gets to 100 right there where my mouse is pointing at, then we get to, and that means that it's on. The flap is open for the APU now, so yes, now we just wait for that, and then what we'll do is turn the exterior power off after that. So as we can see now, the flight plan has come in. So we go down to flight plan. make sure that none of the things say user or USR, which I don't think they do.
Alicante ground, Sim Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 1123 requesting pushback. Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 1123 pushback request accepted.
Okay. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Oh, it's because we turned the it's because we put the what's it called, AI to do the comms. Okay. Runway 28. Okay, so we've got everything now. Should we get that? Okay, now we can start our engines. Turn our exterior power off. Yeah, which is off. And now start our engines. Okay, seatbelt signs are on. We're going to alert the cabin that we are pushing back now, so. Okay, let's just wait for this. We're going to view. Just have a look through the window then. Yeah, looking good. Right, so whilst we're pushing back, our engine is starting. Okay. Beacon lights come on now. Beacon. We'll turn the wing lights on as well. Put that strobe light onto auto. Okay, so that's our starting checklist. Let's wait till the engines are stabilized, and we'll do after start checklist. Okay, we can now stop the pushback. Is it not moving on to there? Right, come on, what are you doing? End up crashing here. Ground service, pushback stop.
Alicante ground, Sim Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 1123 requesting the end of pushback. Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 1123 request to end pushback received. Alicante ground, Sim Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 1123 with Alpha ready to taxi.
Okay, our engines are sorted now, so we can turn our engine mode selected to normal. Now we can turn our APU bleed off, and that's there, and then turn our APU master off. We're going to turn on our taxi lights. Okay, ground spoilers can be set now, and now we're going to do a bit of the flight controls test. So full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudders, full left, full right, and neutral. Okay. Right. Flaps, we can set one now. Okay, flap set one. Ecom door page can be checked. Door page checked. Right. Okay. Right, now we're gonna now move, since we have okay. I'm just gonna see what the AI does if it follows the. No, all right, it doesn't. Okay, so the AI seems to not do following the taxiway, so we'll definitely get us to do that. Turn our flight directors on, so when we take off, we are all good to go straight into autopilot. Right, okay, now we're gonna ask for clearance for takeoff.
Alicante Tower, Puss in Foxtrot, Bravo, Whiskey 1123, ready to go runway 28 IFR to Manchester.
Okay, we are clear for takeoff. Right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 28, Puss in Foxtrot, Bravo, Whiskey 1123.
Right. Okay, let's get going. Oh wow, wind's pushing us a little bit. Keep that wind. Wow, that's very laggy. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely sort that out with the right. We're just gonna set our altitude to 24,000.
Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112. Barcelona Center, Lewis Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112 is at 1,300 feet, climbing 6,000 feet. Lewis Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112 Barcelona Center, continue to Congo as planned. QNH 29.56. Barcelona Center, Lewis Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112. Request 17,000 feet. Lewis Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112 climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect 17,000 feet. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect 17,000 feet. Lewis Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112. Barcelona Center, Lewis Foxtrot Bravo Whiskey 112. Request flight level 240.
Right, okay, I'm gonna start the music early. I've got to quickly go for some my dinner, so I'll be right back as soon as I can. Right, music's coming on there for you. Right, I'll let the AI do the ATC for me. Whilst we are on our way to our altitude, our cruising altitude, we will carry on, and I will see you back after I've had my dinner. Right guys, there we go. We can see now the ground. We are coming towards our flight level now at 3,000. Oops. Yeah, coming towards our flight level. There we go. We're gonna kind of struggle to see the airport, so we'll do our best. Hopefully get there now. Right, we can now come back on our selected heading, so that's good. I'm not sure what it's doing. Welcome to the stream, or welcome back if you've already been on. We're just coming in now, so right, here we go. I'm not entirely sure what my flight plan is doing, so I'm gonna have to stop that again. I'm not sure why it keeps doing that. I think there's been a bit of a mess up in the flight plan. The sim brief seems to be not exactly helping the A320, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. but we are ready to come in. So. Okay, what we're going to do is set the speed brake lever and set it to armed. We're gonna try and manually do the heading for our landing. Fortunately, it's not working for this last bit. I think there's been a bit of a problem in the route, so but that's absolutely fine. We're going to runway 5 right, so we're looking for the runway that's at the right of it. Set our speed to 200. I'm going to do another turn now just to get on course with our flight. I'm going to set our speed to 200. I'm going to set the flaps now. Okay, set our speed to 200. Oh, sorry, less than 200. We'll go back to 170. Yeah, about that. 165. Should we go? Okay. Should be able to see the airport now. There it is. I see it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's pretty dark on screen, so just check. Check that. That's where we are going into. So we're going into the one that's on the right once we turn in a minute. Okay, we're going to start a turn now. Let's descend to about 1,500. Okay, seems that the altitude is now working, which is great. Yeah, looks like we're gaining quite a bit of speed there. Right. Gonna have just gonna have a little bit of a pull the landing gear out. I'm gonna turn that off. That's very nice. Right, okay, so here we are coming into land. We'll turn the light off. There we go. Just got us and the cockpit, and we will be landing in a second, so let's get ready to go. Oh no, that's bad, that's bad. Right. Okay, map's coming off. We gain a little bit of FPS there. We can turn those off. A little bit more FPS there. Just so when we land, we don't get any more lag. Okay. My flight display have come back on now, which is good. I need to lower my altitude just to get in line with the PAPI lights. Right. wow, we've hit 112 subscribers. Well, thank you everyone. Thank you so much. We've hit our daily goal of subscribers, which is absolutely brilliant. And just before we're coming into land as well. Wow, thank you. Right. Okay. Okay, looks like we're just a little bit too fast. That's fine. We're coming down a little bit more. Hitting a little bit of wind. Oh, we've got rain. Just realised it's dripping down the windows, dripping up the windows even. I should say, because we're going into wind there. We're coming into land. I don't know what that's doing. We'll just cancel our IFR. Cancel that. Unfortunately, I don't know why that was doing that. Right. Okay, we're on 3 red there, and 1 white, so to bring that up a little bit. Oh wow, okay. Can't really see anything right now. There we go, I see the runway again there. That's better.
Manchester approach, Pacific Foxtrot, Bravo Whiskey 112 is type Airbus A320nx 3 miles northwest of Echo Golf Yankee X-ray. Request flight following.
Okay, here we are. 2 red, 2 white, and on the good approach, so
Squawk 4371, Pacific Foxtrot, Bravo Whiskey 112.
we're gonna have to land really close now. Actually, we had a bit of a problem with the comms there, but that's absolutely fine. We're still coming in, so I'm gonna bring down a little bit more. There we go. Back on the 2 white, 2 red. We are almost there. Just coming in now. We're not gonna be right on the center line, unfortunately. That's fine. Butter, 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 butter. Nice. I understand I wasn't cleared to land. I know. Unfortunately, that happens in simulators. Obviously, the comms weren't going well. I'm not sure what went wrong, but that might be because I was flying manual and not in the right approach. Well, I was flying the right approach. Okay, we're gonna clear the runway now. So we might have a bit of problem with the ATC now, but that is absolutely fine. We will deal with them later. Okay, flaps are coming in, and we are all sorted. We're now back on the ground. Looks like we gained a little bit of ice whilst on the approach there. Maybe the rain will clear it off, you never know. But yeah, wow. That's been a good flight today. Very good flight today. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to contact ground now. Oh, going off the taxiway. Sorry, that was me just not looking there. Let's get off this runway. What's going on? Why am I not moving?
Taxiing to gate
I'm not
20,
moving for some
taxiway
reason.
Alpha Cross runway 5 left Bravo, Joseph Foxtrot
Ah,
Bravo Whiskey 1123.
why is it doing that then? Why does this stuff happen all of a sudden? I don't. It's a bit of a problem, that. What? Okay. Right, let's have a look now. I'm sure nothing's happening now. I am so confused as to what is going on with that. It's so weird. All of a sudden, right. I understand now. Okay, I have an F1. I have the key F2 set to reverse thrust when I need it, and when I must have pressed F1 because it's done. It started changing it to go to reverse thrust. And when you do that, then yeah, that happens. But anyway, back to where we were. Welcome to Manchester. Welcome back to Manchester, shall we say? Very nice, very good flight today. I really loved it. This new fly-by-wire technology is absolutely amazing. Obviously, a few problems that we could touch on. That need touching up, but that is absolutely fine. Again, it's still in development, so really great. Yeah, I will make sure to put the Discord for the fly-by-wire in, and also for one of the viewers from before, I will put my Discord down in the description. So for you guys, if you want to message me on Discord, I have Instagram too. Please do message me on Instagram. I have my Instagram page. That's down in the description already, so thank you for watching. Anyway, so yeah, brilliant. So glad that we've done this flight today. Really great. Good. It's been great to showcase the new development of the Flybywire A320. Wow, yeah, absolutely brilliant. Alright. Just, one thing we didn't do is set our auto brake to max when we are taxiing, just so that when we get some sharp turns, if we're going too fast, then it'll slow us down really quick, get us to that turn as quick as we can. Okay, I think I saw that on a Microsoft Flight Sim community. One of my other flights the other day. I don't know if I did it on stream. I think I might have done it on stream. Yeah. From Manchester, I did have crashed into the building. I kind of went to it and thought I'd go through it instead of thing, but that's where the direction of the taxiway was lit up, so yeah, that was kind of crazy that day. And we ended up hitting the building, me forgetting that in Microsoft Flight Sim you cannot fly through the buildings. I was getting some Flight Simulator X sort of mixed up. But yeah, absolutely brilliant, this Flight Sim. Honestly, I love it. Love it. So I do flights every single day, streaming every day. Tomorrow I'm going to take a break, so I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I've got some family time. But yeah. cannot wait to start again on Monday. It's Sunday for me tomorrow, so it's currently 8 PM in the UK. Okay, there's our steward, our ground steward. There we go. Oh wow, and now we get a jetway that comes out. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think Microsoft Flight Sims also had an update, because we're seeing quite a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have saw these past few days. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, so first we're going to turn off our anti-ice. Don't know why external power was on that whole flight. I did turn it off, I think. I'm pretty sure I did. But then again, I was rushing, so I might not. Okay, so now seatbelt signs are off. We turn these off now. Turn these lights off. Yeah. Okay. Strobe lights can come off, wing lights can come off, beacon lights can come off, and nav and logo lights can come off. Right, so now all we have to do is turn the engines off and the lights, and then we turn the batteries off, and yeah, that's pretty much it then. Right, so now we're going to turn these lights off, turn the floodlights off, but we can keep these lights on. Alright, yeah, thank you everyone for joining, everyone that's joined today. It's been a really cool flight. Let's turn that music off. And yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining. It's been very much pleasure to do a flight with you guys today. And yeah, well, we'll see you in the next video, which will be on Monday. Stay tuned, keep on my Instagram. Make sure that you're following on my Instagram, which is in the description, by the way. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I do. I do many introductions to new aircraft, showcases, and I do a lot of flights on requests, so I do it off there. Off all of you guys, you can request a flight and I will do it. Thank you so much for joining me on these flights. We have just hit 112 subscribers, and I'm very happy about that. So I thank you so much, so much. Hopefully tomorrow we get to 120 subscribers, and then maybe in the next week, maybe we'll be on 200 subscribers. Never know, but we're going to try and make it happen anyway. So thank you so much everyone, really appreciate all the support that you give, and make sure to drop a like on the video if you do like my content.